I'd like to go ahead and convene our meeting, if we could. I'd like to welcome everyone, as well as the CATS viewing audience, to our Democratic Party primary forum. We'll be hearing from both uncontested and contested candidates that will be on the Democratic primary ballot. And I think we'll go ahead and start out with uncontested candidates. And Al Mans, are you ready to speak?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Al Mans, candidate for Seat 2, Monroe County Circuit Court. I thought what I would do this evening was to speak more about, a little bit more about my experiences in the practice of law. I've been in Bloomington now for over 40 years, but I've practiced law since 1980. And during that time, I saw the court grow from one circuit court and 2 superior courts to the present status of the court of 10, including the commissioner, as a unified court system. During that time, I had the fortunate experience of practicing and arguing cases before Judge Dixon, who is now deceased for several years now, Judge John Baker, who is now in the Court of Appeals, Judge Douglas Bridges, who is now retired, but I think he serves at times as a senior judge, as well as Mark Kellums and Judge Todd. I learned so much from these gentlemen, and I enjoyed very much practicing law before them. And certainly I would want to do it again. But they have given me the kind of a model in which I can learn for myself how to be a judge. And I've practiced law all over the state of Indiana, as well as Illinois and Kentucky, as well as the federal courts, trial and appellate. This experience has given me a diverse set of ideas about how we should engage ourselves in case management, administration, and, of course, decision-making. I believe we should adhere to the facts of a case and the law as applied in Indiana law, but also that goes with that a good common sense and wisdom in terms of making decisions. I am particularly interested in working with children because I've worked with them all my life. I've had 5 children. And I've coached kids, girls and boys. I will continue to talk to kids about the judicial system, for I think their understanding is so important in terms of how we can resolve disputes. It frustrates me when I learn of children who decide they're going to take up a gun to school or to hurt someone. And I think that maybe, can't explain the causes for that, but if our kids can only learn that there's ways they can resolve their disputes with others, then we will have a much more peaceful society. I thank you for this opportunity to address you, and I hope that I'll urge you, and I hope you will support my candidacy. Thank you very much.
Next, I'd like to invite up Judge Terry Harper.
Hello, my name is Teresa Harper, and I'm running for Seat 8, Court 9 of the Monroe Circuit Court. We are a unified court, which means that we all share the same jurisdiction, although we have differing responsibilities. I've been a criminal court judge for the last 5 years after serving in family law, protective orders, and small claims during the first year. We're really attempting in the Criminal Board of Judges to reduce our jail population, but doing that wisely. And we have worked collaboratively to reduce the jail population. It's considerably less than what it was a year and a half ago. We're also trying to reduce recidivism, and the way we're going about that is attempting to use evidence-based practices that are designed for particular defendants. We have a new risk assessment tool where we can evaluate what offenders are the most likely to recidivate and what programs are most likely to help them not. Our goal in doing this, and my goal in doing this, is to attempt to create a criminal justice system where there is one less crime, there is one less victim, and there's one less defendant in that system. The way to do that is to use the programs that we know that work, and those programs are evidence-based. They've shown to be successful in curbing reoccurring crime. During my last 5 years, I've also been the district representative for our district that includes Owen County, Lawrence County, and also Greene County. That district is represented on the board that assists the Indiana Judicial Center and the Indiana Supreme Court in developing the direction of our courts. And I've also served on the Education Committee. Currently, I serve as the vice presiding judge for the Unified Court System. I'm hopeful that you will look to me and look for my name on the ballot in November and cast your vote for me. Thank you.
Next, I'd like to invite up Monroe County Treasurer Cathy Smith. Cathy.
Thank you, and it's a pleasure to be here. My name is Cathy Smith, and I'm the Monroe County Treasurer. I would like to be your treasurer for the next 4 years. I've served the last 4 years, and I basically have a friendly and open kind of personality. I like to work with all the taxpayers and talk to them myself. That personality is really reflective of how I run the treasurer's office, and will continue to run it for the next 4 years. I understand and sincerely respect that every single tax dollar that taxpayers put into our system is very precious and comes directly from their hard-earned work. It makes sense that you would want a treasurer who is committed to investing that money wisely, professionally, and allow the taxpayers to see not only what bank it's in, but how it is used and the amount of interest that it earns. I do this by providing a public report card on our investments, which are always available to everyone, not just certain people. Anybody can come in at any time and see my records. They don't have to wait a couple days or a week. They're welcome to look at them at any time. If you would like me to personally take your tax payment, I'm in there waiting on the counter, and I will do that. I am and always will be a vibrant and caring advocate of our constituents, who are the taxpayers, which deserve respect, and hard work, and I will wholeheartedly work hard to serve them and provide to every customer service-driven attributes from all members of my office. I will always treat every customer in a welcome fashion with dignity and respect, regardless of their ability to pay. I understand and appreciate that the customer's time is valuable, and we're going to seek to serve each in a friendly, efficient, and highly effective manner. We want to make sure that the operation of paying taxes is understandable and easy to accomplish. I personally want to strive to continue to implement online tools to make tax paying easier. And I want to make sure that confusing tax bills are clarified with understandable documents, simple language, and easily identifiable numerical computations that will allow every taxpayer to check the math and understand how their deductions are calculated. And I will seek to serve the public by explaining exemptions and deductions so that people only pay their own fair share of taxes and not a penny more. I would like to be able to have taxpayers who have questions to come in and sit down with me and let me go over their tax bills with them, so that I can make absolutely sure that each taxpayer understands all the different parts of what they pay. It's not fair to a person to have to pay something they do not understand. And I have a heart for service. Please come in. I will help you. I want to earn your vote. I don't just want you to give it to me. I want you to happily give it to me because I've helped you and I've served you well. Again, my name is Cathy Smith, and I'm seeking a re-election to the office of Monroe County Treasurer. Thank you for having me.
I'd like now to invite up Monroe County Coroner, Coroner Nicole Meyer. Nicole?
Good evening, and thank you for the opportunity to be here. My name is Nicole Meyer, and I want to continue to serve the citizens of Monroe County as your coroner. It's been my privilege to serve the citizens of Monroe County for the last 3 years as coroner and the previous 4 years as the chief deputy coroner, conducting death investigations here in the county. My mission in my office is to conduct professional, complete, thorough investigations to determine cause of manner of death while maintaining discretion, compassion, and understanding during this difficult time. My office works with families during one of the most difficult times in their lives where they've had to deal with a significant, unexpected, life-changing event, and work with them to get the appropriate information so that they can continue with their lives. I'm a certified medical legal death investigator, as is my staff of deputies. I also work as a paramedic and an instructor at IU Health Bloomington. I maintain many certifications and work to stay current with current trends and investigations, and am active with the Indiana State Coroners Association. During my tenure as coroner, I've worked hard to fortify relationships with other law enforcement investigating agencies like the Bloomington Police Department, Monroe County Sheriff's Office, Indiana State Police, and the Department of Natural Resources. We've also worked with the Department of State, the Drug Enforcement Administration, and the United States Attorney's Office in various investigations. And in addition to death investigations, my office works with funeral homes, insurance companies, tissue banks, and local hospitals to get them the needed information that they need. In fact, during my tenure with the coroner's office, my office has helped develop a disaster plan that is used as a template by regional airports throughout the state for if by chance they encounter a similar air disaster that what we've had here in Monroe County. By establishing these relationships, there's a resource network in place that we can use during an investigation. Additionally, I employ the services of the best local resources to conduct autopsies and examinations while maintaining fiscal responsibility during this time. It has been an amazing opportunity to serve the citizens of Monroe County as your coroner, and I look forward to continue serving with your vote. And again, my name is Nicole Meyer, and I'm running for coroner. Thank you.
Next, I'll invite up Monroe County Commissioner Iris Kiesling.
Thank you, Rick. Good evening. I'm Iris Kiesling, and I appreciate you're giving me the opportunity to speak with you this evening. I'm a candidate for County Commissioner District 3, and it has been my pleasure to represent Monroe County and its citizens for a number of years and in many capacities, and I look forward to continue to do so in the future. During my term, I've been involved in several organizations which address such issues as children and families in crisis, planning and zoning, economic development, and the environment. These are all subjects which affect the quality of life of our community and the greater community. In particular, after many years of trying, I am pleased to have been co-sponsor in establishing the Monroe County Human Rights Commission, which serves the citizens in Monroe County. Also, I'm very proud of the fact we were able to partner with Ivy Tech in building the Life Sciences Building Training Center. There are so many good jobs available, and I just heard of some recently this afternoon, but the training is really so important. We joined with the City of Bloomington, establishing the Monroe County Youth Council to provide leadership opportunities for our youth, as well as to develop youth services programs. In order to reduce our health care costs, we established the Monroe County Health Clinic for our employees, as well as other organizations. As a longtime member of the League of Women Voters, I've been supportive of promoting democratic government, human rights, and many progressive movements throughout my lifetime. And looking ahead, the county will be challenged with limited resources, which will require us to be more and more creative. We must continue to provide adequate public services, good infrastructure, and quality staff that is compensated with good benefits that can serve you, the public. I will continue to use my experience and knowledge of local government to create a community which values good public services, the environment, justice, and its citizens. I'm Iris Kiesling, a candidate for the Monroe County Commissioners District 3, and I would appreciate your vote May 8th, and your vote does make a difference, so please go out and vote as soon as you can. Thank you.